Hello, my name is Jeanne, and I'm your host. Welcome to your daily housing briefing, presented by TOLA Standards. Today, I have an extra special guest with me, and he's certainly dressed for the occasion. This is my puppy, Mr. Teddy Bear. Isn't he cute? Isn't the Mr. Teddy Bear cute? We have a super episode planned for you today, all about service and emotional support animals. Stick around for the news because in Denver, Colorado, a landlord has to pay $1 million in emotional support animals lawsuit. More on that in just a minute. Right now, here are today's TOLA Standards housing tips. Remember, our content is not legal advice and strictly for informational purposes only. Our tips today come from the Americans with Disabilities and Fair Housing Acts, along with Psych Dog Partners. TOLA tip number 1. Service animals are not pets. Service dogs may provide a service for someone who has a life-limiting disability, such as someone who is blind or deaf or has anxiety related to PTSD. These animals are also allowed in public places with their handlers. TOLA tip number 2. Service animals must be specifically trained. Service dogs must be trained to perform specific tasks for someone with a life-limiting disability and to also not cause a disruption in public. On the other hand, emotional support animals do not have to be trained at all. TOLA tip number 3. Landlords cannot charge a pet deposit for service or emotional support animals. However, if that animal damages the property, the landlord can seek recovery or use the security deposit. Don't end up with housing problems. Check out our other episodes and learn more all about best practices for better housing with TOLA Standards. We hope you're enjoying the episode so far. Please post any questions, comments, or topics that you want to see covered below. Now, in landlord-tenant news. Did you know, under federal law, it's illegal to deny someone housing because of a service or therapy animal? What about, did you also know that landlords cannot charge renters a pet deposit for having a service or therapy animal? Well, this landlord found out the hard way. According to CBS Denver, residents with disabilities using the Meeker Housing Authority won a discrimination lawsuit for $1 million. The suit was filed after their landlord told them their emotional support animals would not be allowed without paying an additional pet fee. One gentleman's landlord wanted to charge him $300 per cat for a $125 a month rent. As the distinction between pet, service animal, and emotional support animal can be somewhat confusing, it's important to know the differences. It's imperative that landlords and tenants learn best practices for better housing to avoid these and other problems. There are several assistance programs out there for landlords and tenants. Here's an assistance program out there for tenants in Western New York. If you or anyone you know is having trouble paying rent or facing homelessness, contact the Homeless Alliance of Western New York at 716-853-1101. That's 716-853-1101. Again, we hope you've enjoyed our content today. As always, please subscribe and go like our TOLA Standards Facebook page. Thank you again for watching TOLA Standards on your daily housing briefing. Say goodbye. Goodbye.